Hey my friend, in this video I'm going to discuss 7 factors that will affect SEO pricing, either you as a client or as an SEO services provider. Stay tuned. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, this video right here is about SEO service pricing, the pricing packages out there, and I want to talk about the different factors that affect how much you should pay for SEO, how much you should charge for SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. For those of you that are hearing that for the first time, search engine optimization is simply the act of making your website visible in the search engines when people search for your targeted keywords. Okay, so you have a target market, and they're right now, as we speak right now, they're on Google and they're searching for answer to a question or solution to a problem. And in fact, you have the answer and the solution to their problem. And when you provide this, they find you, you can generate a lead, create exposure, you can sell more of your product, you can sign up new clients, you can sign up new high ticket clients over and over perpetually, and you can do all that for free. Okay, it's free marketing just for giving value into the marketplace. But to rank your web properties on the search engines, to rank it high, or to rank it high enough for you to come to profit, it takes a feat, it takes a certain level of energy, and sometimes you just don't have the time. Okay, you either have money or you have time. Money, time, resources, people, all of that is resources, right? And when we're measuring money against time, sometimes it's better for you to leverage money, because time you cannot replenish. Okay, you can get money back over and over, but time, once it's gone, the past 2 seconds I'm talking to you is gone. Okay, uh, so it's very important that you know where you fit in that regards. But both time and money are factors that affect the pricing of SEO services by companies, by marketing agencies and things like that. So I wanted to share with you what is fair. What do you think is fair? And there's seven factors I'm going to share with you that will help you determine if you think it's a fair deal or not, right? So the first factor here is monthly retainer fee, right? Obviously, the number one factor in search engine optimization, the number one factor is consistency. Okay, so there's no such thing as hey, I did something, I did for 1 month, and then I continue to get money. Like, it usually doesn't work like that. It really doesn't work like that. It's an ongoing activity, it's an ongoing effort, and you need, if you're going to employ the services of a company, a person, an agency to help you with that, you need someone that's going to be doing it for a while. Okay, that will be doing on a monthly basis. So monthly retainer fees is essentially the most feasible, the most effective costing, or most effective way to pretty much charge for that. Okay, is the most effective way for you as a client as well to pay for that, because you know that your cost is set and you expect that consistency on a month to month, on to month basis. So it's kind of like saying, it's kind of like the difference between renting a hotel room, right, and renting a spot to live in on a regular basis, right? If you rent an apartment, it's always going to be cheaper, because obviously you are guaranteeing that you'll be there next month. They sign a lease. When you have a year lease, it's cheaper than having a day-to-day paying $50 every day. And a place where you're paying $50 per day is probably not the best place where you want to be sleeping at night too, right? So that analogy right there, you want to use it when you're comparing SEO prices and stuff like that. When somebody gives you the price of a monthly retainer fee, if it's a $900, it's $1,000, it's $5,000, depending on the size of your business, right? Then you definitely want to really consider that. I think is the most effective way to track proper cost of your marketing. Okay, so that's very important. The second thing I want you to consider is time. Just like I said earlier, it takes time to create quality content, because search engine optimization depends on quality content. Okay, that's the number one factor. All that Google and the other search engines care about, honestly, is just users experience, and users experience is determined by the quality of your content. Okay, so to create quality content on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, takes time. But more importantly, it takes time for it to rank in the search engines. And How it ranks, how speedy, how fast it ranks on the search engines can vary from keyword to keyword. Depends on the size of the competition. Depends on the size of the volume of how many people are searching in that target keyword. All right. So that takes time. All of that takes time. So determine how much time is not just create. Obviously, create. You can have somebody create. You can pay somebody $1 to create something. You can pay somebody $5 on Fiverr to create something. It's not necessarily always going to be quality, but the time it takes to actually track and give proper reporting on how you're ranking in the search engines for all your pieces of content. That time right there, and proper tracking and link building activities and social media postings and things like that. Obviously, there's automation involved in that, but more importantly, again, the tracking and the reporting of all that activity can take time. And the time that passes as well before it actually ranks, before you become an authority, have an authority website or YouTube channel in the marketplace, that takes time. So time is part of the factors you want to consider when you're thinking about the pricing. Okay, how much should I be paid for it? If somebody charges you $5,000 per month, and they're probably going to be spending 10 hours per week on your particular services, it's worth it. Okay, because especially if you know that you can make more than that in that time, right? You want to be careful. Focus your time on things you enjoy doing and hire the services of other people to help you with the rest of it. Okay, so that's where the time factor comes in here, but time is part of the factors you want to consider. The third thing you want to consider here is skills. Okay, obviously skills can vary from one spectrum to the other, right? But to me, the best skill is to know how to remain a student of the algorithms, of the search engine algorithms, right? If someone remains a student of that, they will always be on top of their skills. Okay, and also if they become a part of the community of the search engine optimization community, you hear what people are talking about, you follow people, gurus and things like that. Maybe you don't have the time to be doing all that. Maybe you shouldn't be, because that's not what you do best. That's one of the things you do determine, you should look at when you're determining how much you should be paying for it, how much it's worth. Okay, and if you're the person offering these services, you're gonna have to be doing all this stuff. That's part of the things you're charging for. So never undermine yourself. Don't undercharge, because if you do that, you're gonna be burning yourself up too. And the fourth thing that you want to look at is quality. The quality, not just of the content, like I said earlier, the quality of the content is a given. It must be done. But the quality of the services that's being brought to the table. Some companies, we literally take anybody on as clients and then do stupid work, like very ineffective work, right? And some companies will pre-qualify you before they even decide to take you on as a client. Those are the people you want to pay attention to. They don't take everybody on. They want to make sure they, because sometimes the attitude of the client determines the level of service. So if you bring on the wrong people or people that have wrong expectations, then it can affect the level of service as well. So you want to pay attention to people that actually pre-qualify you before they bring you on board. Okay, and people that just say, hey, just give me $2,000 and I'll go do the work, you want to be careful about that, because chances are they just want your money. They're going to pile up a bunch of clients and maybe put a video somewhere on the internet and then act like they're doing services for you and do nothing. So just always remember, okay, that you get what you pay for. All right. The fifth quality here, the fifth factor you want to consider when you're determining SEO pricing strategies or SEO, fair SEO pricing, right? The fifth thing you want to determine here is royalties. Okay, when I say royalties, think of it this way. If 3 years from now, right? 3 years, and I say 3 years because when you approach SEO, you gotta approach it with a long term. When I say long term, I don't mean 40 years on the job. I mean just 3 years. Okay, consistent for 3 years. That is fair and not a lot. The problem is that most people will not dedicate or commit to 3 years, right? But yes, 3 years, right? Let's say 3 years from now, you started SEO today. 3 years from now, you have 3 new high-ticket clients. Okay, high-ticket clients means it's bringing in a revenue of at least $1,000 more or more, right? And that's coming in every single day. That means $3,000 every single day coming into your business, right? At that point, how much would you be willing to pay in royalties to whatever the agency that put all that work together? How much would you be willing? Would you be willing to pay half of that? I am. Okay, if you're bringing, if my time is not involved and you're bringing $1,000 every day, I'm giving you $500. Okay, Sometimes it depends on the situation. I may even give you 75% of that, right? Because again, remember, it involves none of my time, right? Depending on the cost of providing your service, of course, depending on the cost of creating your product, of course, right? I'm talking pure profit now, right? So how much would you pay in royalties, right? For having 3 new clients coming in every day. That takes me to the next factor here that you want to consider when you're determining what you think you should be paying for SEO services, right? What about equities, right? Equity. Like, let's assume that 3 years from now, again, you're bringing in clients, right? You're bringing 3 new high ticket clients every single day, $3,000 in pure profit, like pure profit coming in every single day, right? If the person that did the SEO work or the agency that did the SEO work, if they were an equity partner in your business, how much would that be worth? Would that be worth half of the business? Maybe because of control, a little bit less than half. Would that be worth 49% of your business? Now, at that point in time when you're making $3,000 per day, pure profit, what would your business be worth, right? If somebody was to pay for your business and buy into the business, buy a percentage of the business, what would it be worth at 49%, right? So those are the things you want to look at the end of the day. It all comes down, okay? It all comes down to having a pipeline that's filled up with new clients coming in every single day. I don't care if you're selling a business opportunity, a service, or a product. At the end of the day, it comes down to a pipeline that's filled up with people coming into the business every day. That's what it all comes down to, right? So if somebody or some kind of activity or SEO or anything can bring in that, how much would you pay for it? That's how you want to determine, is it worth it, okay? Because a lot of people come in, try to do SEO, and then they want to underpay, okay? Always remember, you get what you pay for. Just always, if you're a miser and you don't want to pay for marketing, or you're probably going to pay for it dearly, right? So you see that you're paying time or you're paying money at the end of the day. So if you learn the skills, you'll be paying time, because then you have to do it yourself, okay? And time is worth a whole lot more than money. Time is not money. Time is worth a whole lot more, okay? Number 7 here is hourly employee in India. Maybe Philippines, maybe, it doesn't matter, okay? Uh, yes, you could get an employee for less than $4 an hour in those places, absolutely. But again, always remember, you get what you pay for. But there could be a hack there, okay? You could hire people in those places and it could be very profitable. But the only hack in that is you learn the skill yourself, and you can create a checklist and something simple that an employee for $4, $3 an hour, $2 an hour we do, and they can follow your checklist and do what you want for you every day. But in that case, you will have the skills. You're just leveraging somebody else's time, okay? And then obviously you have to micromanage a little bit and make sure they're doing the right thing. You want to make sure you want to be tracking your rankings. You want to be having proper reports and be looking at everything you're doing and making sure that they're not sending spam links through your content to the point where Google is penalizing your web properties. You want to be careful with that, okay? So the only way around that, again, is to learn the skills yourself, but it doesn't have to involve your time, but you just micromanage a little bit and make sure they're doing that. So that could be a good cost hack into SEO services. So absolutely. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to learn the skills of SEO, it's a very, very simple thing, okay? Really, the number one factor at the end of the day is consistency, okay? But there's a few things here and there on page optimization, a few things that you need to learn that we've put together really nicely for you. I have a free class, okay? The free class you see right here, right about around here, somewhere on the bottom, olatalks.com/mastermind. You can click on it from inside of the description box, and go ahead and reserve a seat in the free class, where we'll go into a little bit more details on how we use SEO in our businesses, okay? And you can learn the skills. Then when you're hiring people to help you with that, you know what you're hiring people for, and you'll be able to track their progress a lot more easier if you have more money than time, okay? If you have more time than money, then you will have the skills to literally have case studies in there of people doing $4 million a year. You will have the skills to do exactly that and even more by simply going through the class, all right? So that's all I have for you today on this episode. I will see you on the next one. Please remember, if you have a team member that can find this video useful, share with them, okay? Click the share button below, give me a thumbs up if you like it, And if you have any more questions with regards to SEO, please drop it below in the box below, in the comment box below. And more importantly, again, go reserve your seat inside of the free mastermind class. That's olatalks.com/mastermind. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.